Hello, dear students. Here we are again with the next lesson in which we will focus on a review in some main aspects of Module 7. So, by the end of the lesson, you will be able to recall the vocabulary through different types of exercises, identify the grammar structures, summarize some everyday language of being polite, assess some useful tips of writing an event. Some keywords are competitor, perform, produce, entertainment, editor, presenter, edition, entertainer, performer, present, production. During the lesson, you will be able to develop the following skills of reading, listening, speaking, and writing. So, let us begin by recalling together some new words, phrases related to the lesson in the spotlight. Remember that we saw chat shows, documentaries, TV series, music programs, the news or current affairs, quiz or game shows, reality shows, sitcoms, soap operas, sports programs. Here we have the table of word families related to TV shows, in which there are given 3 columns. The first 2 belong to the categories of the noun, as we can see, followed by the verb. Well, remember that a noun is a word that might refer to a thing or to a person or even to a quality, idea, or an action, whereas a verb can be defined as an action word. In the first column, we can see that it belongs to the category of the noun as an action. The second one defines the category of the noun as a person, followed by the verb. Let us read together. Competition, competitor, compete. Addition, editor, edit. Entertainment, entertainer, entertain. Performance, performer, perform. Presentation, presenter, present. Production, producer, produce. Well, here I have selected for you an exercise related to the previous activity. I would like you to have a look at it. And after you have gone through it on your own, next you can check with the correct answers. Let us read together. Here's Jill, the first of our 6 competitors on today's show. Nicholas, you perform on stage regularly, but this is your first film. Here at Granada Studio, we produce 2 sitcoms and a soap opera. And now, entertainment for all the family in the afternoon film Ice Age 4. After filming has finished, the editor begins putting the various scenes together. Natalie desperately wants to become a TV presenter one day. Well, during Module 7, we dealt also with the lesson The Rise of Vloggers. I hope you can remember those 3 successful vloggers. I have selected for you some expressions so we can read them together and practice as well. Post a blog online. Upload songs and music videos. Keep your vlog updated. Publicize a vlog on social networking. Respond carefully to opinions. Come across a blog. Get into vlogging. Get many hits. Interact with the audience. Keep up with the reader's feedback. Live up to expectations. Match your expectations. I hope you can remember them, but also do not forget to use them in your sentences or even in a short situation. Well, part of the module 7 was also grammar, in which we saw and we dealt with reported speech, statements, questions, and imperatives. Here I have summarized some rules for you. Don't forget the main rule. The verb moves one tense back. Your daughter is a genius, said the gallery owner. The gallery owner said that my daughter was a genius. There are also other changes, and especially to time expressions or even to words referring to places, such as now becomes then or at that time. Today changes into that day. Yesterday changes into the day before. And also, do not forget to change demonstrative pronouns such as this, these, that becomes that, those. Personal pronouns, we change from I, we, into he, she, and they according to the situation. Object pronouns, such as me, us, which change into him, her, or them. And possessive adjectives, such as my, that becomes his or her, or our, which becomes their. Let's continue to recall some other rules related to reported speech questions. Do not forget that reported questions always begin with an introducing verb, one of these verbs. Ask, want to know, inquire, wonder. Also, from a direct question, it will change into an affirmative statement, such as, how old are you? The policeman asked the boy. The policeman asked the boy how old he was. So we can see that the subject comes before the verb. The policeman asked the boy how old. We have also the question word how, followed by old. He was. When we report yes no questions, we use if or whether. Do you often watch TV? I asked her if or whether she often watched TV. Well, in a reported speech imperatives, I have chosen for you an affirmative sentence and a negative one. Let's read together. Please stop talking. The director asked us to stop talking. While don't take any photos of me, Darina told the reporter. Darina told the reporter not to take any photos of her. So from stop, it changed into to stop. And from don't take, it changed into not to take. Well, don't forget that practicing grammar is really fun, and it might be a wonderful experience while learning English, especially by reading, by watching videos. Let us enjoy together this short video.
I finished my homework. I'm going to Jenny's house. I won't be late back.
Where is she? It's late.
She said she had finished her homework. So she was going to Jenny's house. she wouldn't be late. Let's phone Jenny's house.
Okay, part of Module 7 was speaking with some expressions that we saw in the previous lesson. Especially those expressions were related to asking, giving, and refusing permission. Let us recall together. Asking for permission. Is it okay if we film your class today? Could we do the test tomorrow? Do you mind if we film our class today, please? We were wondering if we could film your class today. Giving permission? Well, okay, I suppose so. No, not at all. Go ahead. And refusing permission? Well, I'm sorry, but I'm going to give you a test. Well, I'd like to help you, but I'm afraid. And to wrap up this presentation, let me recall you some useful techniques of how to make writing an event a successful one. Well, begin with something to attract the reader's attention. Describe and give your opinion on the various events of the day. Make the descriptions interesting by including things you saw, heard, tasted, etc. Make some suggestions for next year's event. Conclude with a personal recommendation. And don't forget to separate your writing into paragraphs. Especially give good reasons to support your ideas. Avoid repetition by using a colorful language. I recall you here the use of adjectives and adverbs. And don't forget that the style of a review can be formal or informal. Well, that was all for today's lesson. Thank you for listening to this video. Goodbye.